season, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Toronto Mounties. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The pass. Picked off at the 45. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And some room to work. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backwards.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That is caught by Cohen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I think I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Carry for the running back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Taken down.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Bills.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Mounties nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Running back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if not, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 1st down and run with Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
The pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
35-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Bills 13, Mounties nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And that'll make it 13-7.
Good. Makes the score Bills 13, Mounties 7. Jason
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Time go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Bills.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find Pryor. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down, Buffalo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams.
16.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A handoff as they run the counter play. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 14.
Complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Here we go.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 65
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Mounties 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
SOS. He's crashing.
They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Welcome back. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
27.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
Well, normally you
26
might say
yards.
start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At his own 9-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Intended for
trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
And 10.
Rush in. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's short. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position